Hey guys, it's Shania, and welcome back to Snippet of Us. So this week, we're just gonna take all our emotions and just put them out there because we're doing rant week. And start rant. So I'm a senior in high school, and I have a lot of conflicting emotions about that because on the one hand, I'm glad that school is over. I'm like really glad that it's over. And then on the other hand, there's just all these other pressures that I was not aware of. And I did not sign up for this. Because for the last 2 years, I have been completely obsessed and stressed with how my life is going to turn out, what I want to do with my life, how I'm going to pay for university, and how I'm going to get into university. So being in high school, we obviously have finals, which is no big deal. But no, the Alberta government needs to take it one step farther and introduce grade 12s to this thing called diplomas. Now, if you don't know what diplomas are, consider yourself lucky because it is literally not a good time. So basically, the Alberta government decided to implement this test, I guess you could call it, so that they could make sure that students were getting fair grades and the teachers weren't being biased towards certain students. Which is great and everything, except for, oh yeah, it's worth 50% of your mark. 50%. Half of your grade. Ridiculous. If that wasn't enough to cause students stress, just throw in the fact that universities look at your diploma marks when considering you for admission into their program. And because looking at a test that's worth half of a student's grade just isn't enough for universities, you gotta also take in consideration that they're looking for school spirit, school participation, extracurricular activities, volunteer work, something that makes you stand out from every other person in the country. There's no way that you can balance academics, extracurricular stuff, volunteerism, maybe you even have a job and that just throws everything else out of balance. How are you supposed to sleep? And now it just seems like there's so much pressure on students to do well in high school so that they can get into a good university, so that they can get a degree in something important that will have an impact on the world. And with the rate that technology is advancing, there's probably going to be 1 million more jobs created in the next 10 years, which means that all of this school stuff does not really matter now. It's not going to define your life forever, and I really wish people would stop telling you that. I completely understand the importance of getting a good education while you're young, but studies have shown that students nowadays are experiencing the same levels of anxiety and stress that 20 years ago patients in mental institutions were also experiencing. So I guess if I could give you a piece of advice, it would be to not worry so much about the future and how your life is going to turn out, because things have a funny way of working themselves out, and if you ever feel too stressed, just take a step back, take a deep breath, and take a nap. But try not to take a nap for too long because you might wake up and next thing you know, you just missed application deadlines and you already graduated and you've actually been sleeping for 3 years and procrastinating your life away. Who knew? Make sure you get up and get moving every once in a while.